At the side of Eakring Flash here in Nottinghamshire, there lies two empty arable fields. You may well be able to see one behind me. But running between those fields is a farmer's access track, and along the banks of that access track lies a success story. This site takes me back many years actually to when I used to breed and rear peacock butterflies many years ago in the 1980s, and I'm pleased to say that on this particular bank at Eakring, sandwiched between two at the moment empty fields, there are 3 broods of peacock butterfly caterpillars, 2 right at the side of each other, and they are 2 separate broods, and they're growing fast. I saw these the other day, and since then they've changed in style and taken on that typical jet velvety black coloration with those fine dots and an assortment of dashes on the sides. They are beautiful caterpillars, perfectly harmless, but if you go to pick these up, they will emit a green fluid from the mouth, which doesn't do any harm, but it just appears a little obnoxious. And here's the other batch of larvae. There are plenty in this one, and there are actually 5 groups. One that you just can't see right at the bottom of the screen. There's one out of shot, but you can see 4 there. So very nice to see. It's amazing how still these larvae can stay, especially if they're sort of alerted to somebody's or something's presence. And then when they've got the confidence back, they will start moving a little bit. None of the larvae here on this embankment are feeding at the moment, but I dare say when one starts feeding, they'll all start. But these are 4th instar. They've got 1 more molt to go, and then they will be much larger, but still retaining the same coloration. It's only in the younger stages, the earlier instars, that they can be mistaken a little bit for small torch-shell larvae, but generally these are overall darker from like 2nd, 3rd instar onwards. They're a beautiful caterpillar, they really are. It might be expected that as a whole development would be pretty uniform, but here's an example of those larvae that are behind, and right in the centre, the one with the pale spines and the pale brown head, that has just recently moulted. The others have yet to do so. As I said, from experience, when larvae are well behind others, or the majority, usually means that they've suffered from a parasite attack. They look very different when they've just molted. And between these 2 batches of larvae, there's probably 2, perhaps 300 larvae. Suffers high rates of parasitism. Now that's the only problem, but any larva that is gregarious like this ultimately attracts the attention of parasites. It's always nice to see a brood of these, and peacocks only produce 1 brood. I think in some exceptional years there's been reports of partial second broods, but on the whole it's just one brood, and that brood is produced later than the first brood of small tortoiseshells, which I think have produced an early brood this year. Could get 3 broods in this year, small tortoiseshell. But peacock, it's just one brood, and then the butterflies will hatch out sometime in July, and quite often they disappear. They go into hibernation very quickly, and I used to go to the railway tunnel at Booton. I say used to go because access has now stopped. It's been fenced in, so I can't get there anymore to monitor the overwintering numbers of peacock butterflies and herald moths. But at least I know that they're doing well and having a good year, with multiples of larvae here and a brood further round. It's quite good actually. 3 broods of peacocks all on the same bank. Long may that continue.